Hi, yogis and yoginis. So, I just wanted to take a few moments today to talk a little bit about gratitude in honor of Canadian Thanksgiving, which is coming up. I talk a lot more about gratitude and my gratitude practice in another post that I did last year on Thanksgiving, and I will link that below if you want to check that out. But I used to write my gratitude every evening. I used to write down things I was grateful for in my journal, and now I actually do it publicly because I think that it really helps to other people when they read it to take a moment to pause and to figure out what they're grateful for. So that's what I thought I would do a little bit here with you. But before we get into the guided gratitude practice, I just wanted to take a moment to express my gratitude to you for you. Everybody, no matter how much they love what they do for a living, has days where they just don't want to go. Days where they'd rather stay home, where they'd rather be on the couch. Especially when you, like myself, are self-employed. So I'm a solopreneur, which means basically I have to do all my work at this point. I do all my own videos, all my editing, all my bookkeeping, all my teaching, all my product creation, all of it. And there are times, of course, where I just feel burnt out. And the last thing I want to do is leave my house and go and teach my classes. And sometimes, this leads to moments of, they're temporary, luckily, but moments of all kinds of crazy thoughts like, why the heck do I do this for a living? Why don't I just go get a job like everybody else and have things like benefits and paid vacation and sick days? And so when I'm approaching a bit of a burnout and need to take a break, these are the crazy thoughts that enter my mind. And then I go to my class to start to teach, and everything changes. You're super grateful and you're smiling and you're telling me how glad you are to be here. And then when you leave, I get thank yous and thank yous. I feel so much better. That was a great class. And of course, everything changes. And all of those crazy thoughts about, getting a regular job and having, being an employee are completely abandoned. So I just wanted to take a few moments in this video for Thanksgiving just to honor and to thank you, my students. So to thank you for regularly coming to classes, to registering for classes, for your enthusiasm, for your smiles and your laughter and your dedication. So I wanted to take a moment to thank you very much from the bottom of my heart for coming to classes, for registering for yoga, and for supporting me, not only financially, but also for supporting some non-for-profits that are doing really great work out in the world. So because I consciously chose not to teach at studios and to sublet space, then I have a lot more control over where the money that I pay to rent the space is actually going. And so I consciously chose non-for-profits to rent space from, so that when you sign up for my class, not only are you helping to support me financially in doing what I love and putting my gifts out into the world, but you're also helping to support a non-for-profit that has great community programs and charity programs as well. So whether that be a church like the two United Churches that I rent from, or whether that be the Alexandra Center, which is a community organization and a non-for-profit, all of those locations, as part of their mandate, are by nature giving back. And so when you sign up for my classes, you help to support me, and then by me renting space from them, you're helping to support them as well. So it's a three-way win. You get the yoga, so you get to relax, restore, renew, and feel more present for your life. You support a local entrepreneur or a yogipreneur, and you also are supporting a non-for-profit that is out there doing good work in the world. So it's like a three-way win. So I wanted to take a moment to really thank you from the bottom of my heart and honor you for continuing to make that a priority in your life, and for coming to classes and for the laughter and for the gratitude and the smiles and the all of the things that you may not even be aware of that you are also giving back to me. And then I also wanted to, in this video, just talk a little bit about gratitude in general, very briefly, because like I said, I've talked about this before, and I'll link that other video below. And you can follow me on social media. You know that I've now decided to make my gratitude practice public. And so I will put it out there on Twitter or on Facebook or wherever the case may be. So if you're following me on social media, you've probably already seen my gratitude posts. And if you're not following me on social media and you're active on social media, that's a great opportunity for you to get a little reminder as well to stop and take a pause and think about what you're grateful for. So I thought in honor of Thanksgiving and of gratitude practices in general, I would do a guided gratitude practice with you just for a few moments. So all you need to do is just take a couple minutes where you can sit up tall. So whether you're in a chair or on the floor, if you're on the floor, just put enough underneath your bum so that you can lengthen your spine and be tall. And then just take a moment to close your eyes and bring your left hand over your heart and your right hand over top. And deepen your breath. And we'll just pause to take note of some of the things that we may be grateful for. And I'll spur you along with some ideas, but by all means, please add anything that comes up for you. First of all, taking a moment to be grateful that you're living somewhere where you can freely attend public yoga classes. In many areas of the world, this would not be possible, either financially or just because of the government that is in place and the lack of freedom. So just taking a moment to be grateful for the fact that you have the freedom to choose these practices. And then take a moment to be grateful for the circumstances of your life that allow you to enjoy these practices and to enjoy your life fully. So being grateful for your good health. Taking a moment to be grateful for the abundance in your life. For family, or other friends who may contribute to your well-being on a regular basis or support you. Take a moment to be grateful for any of the practices that you do every day that can help you, whether that be yoga or meditation or sports or activities, whatever it is that you do every day that helps to fill you up and to nourish you. And just sit with that for a few breaths. And then just take a moment here to just focus on being grateful and see what pops up for you in your heart. Anything that pops up that you can add to this list of basic gratitude. No right or wrong here. Don't censor yourself. Just anything that pops up, take a moment to embrace some gratitude. And from here, go ahead and bring your hands together now at your heart. And bow your head in humility to the wisdom within your own heart. And when you're ready, softly open up your eyes and inhale and lift your head again. Also, in light of gratitude, I wanted to take a moment to just give you a gratitude challenge. So I hope you're ready for this. I want you to take out a pen and paper right now, and I want you to write down 5 people that you genuinely love and adore and that you are grateful for in your life. Whether you've seen them recently or not for years, doesn't matter. Just write down 5 people in your life, whether they be quite close personally or maybe not so close. Sometimes it's just the barista who makes you your latte in the morning or whatever it is. It doesn't matter who. Write down 5 people that make your life more full and that you are grateful for. Once you have that written down, you can choose the method of your choice, but I want you to thank those people for whatever it is that they do in your life, whether it's just being a presence or a friend or a companion or whatever it is. So that can take many forms. It could be a phone call. It could be a text message, right? It could be a handwritten card, an email, whatever strikes your fancy. But I want you to take some time to just take a few moments for those 5 people and let them know how grateful you are for them in your life. So whether in whatever format works for you. If you are old school and you have nice writing and you want to send a beautiful thank you card, then please do. If you want to just send them a quick text or a tweet or whatever, just take a couple of moments for those 5 people and let them know how grateful you are for their presence in their life. If any of these people have passed on, then you just take a couple of moments with your eyes closed, deepen your breath, and do a similar practice to what we just did with your left hand over your heart and your right over top, and then just mentally, acknowledge the gratitude for that person in your life. I think that introducing a regular gratitude practice can completely change your life. I know it sounds very like a small thing, but a daily gratitude practice has totally transformed my life. And if you haven't taken this on yet, maybe this will inspire you to take some regular time for some gratitude. It only takes a few minutes, but it makes a huge difference. So thank you again from the bottom of my heart for your support. And I will see you very soon. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving for those of you who are Canadian. Those of you watching it who are not Canadian, you can take the time to be grateful anyways. Thank you. Namaste.